Welcome back, everyone. Section 7 of the mentorship. And we're going to start talking about going live. If you haven't already been live trading, right? And there's a couple ways you could trade live, right? There's a real live way and there's funded ways. So let's get into this week's video. The week 20 of the mentorship. Now, keep in mind as we go through these next couple weeks, gonna feel like the end goal and it's coming to an end, but it's definitely not. Once we get through this, then we're gonna start diving into actual strategies and putting them together, right? So, got to get through all the groundwork before we start diving in and just really honing in our skills, right? So, do you believe you're ready? That's the first question. You got to be honest with yourself because everyone thinks they're ready to make lots of money, but they're not ready for the pain that comes with it, and it's never ending in trading, right? It's you have an edge, but you have an edge, right? That doesn't mean you win every single time, so you have to be ready for those losses, be willing to overcome them, right? So look at all your data. Can you see the profit in your data, right? Is there an actual edge, or are you just 50-50, or even worse, are you negative, right? You're losing money as you trade this strategy that you've been trading, right? Then, because we're live now and not in a demo account, are you willing to risk your money? Uh, like how much money can you put in? And if you lose it all, you'll be okay. Quick side story: I've been trying to get into options trading, and it's a different beast, right? There's more to play than not just up and down on the chart, right? It could go up, and you still don't make much money. Well, I was like, okay, what am I okay playing with? So I put $600 over there, and I'm down to $100, and I'm okay with that, right? Like as soon as I put that $600 over, it was lost money. I didn't expect that to come back. This was my learning money, right? Now that I'm down to 100, I'm not really losing anymore. I'm becoming smarter, right? Through that process, I'm learning how to protect and cut losses shorter, right? So I'm learning that part of the strategy as my money's getting shorter. So hopefully I'm at the point where now next week we could start to grow the account a little bit. We'll see though. My main focus is still futures. I'm still pulling money out, so I got to stick with futures because that's where the money's coming from and learn options on the side. What are you willing to risk? What's that dollar amount? And if you don't have much, that's usually when prop firms, like especially Apex, when they do their 80, 90% off, that's how I got started was I'm willing to lose that $20 or $16, whatever it was at that discount to potentially be able to trade and pull profits away from a 25, 50K account, right? So when I didn't have a lot of capital, I started there and I still buy challenges, when I want to add more to the account. But the risk is much lower there and the upside can be a lot higher if you pass the challenges and then reduplicate that in your live account to pull out profits, right? So that's where I'm at, and I'm growing my personal account, long-term investing account with those profits and learning options on the side. So prop firms are still the main source of income for me right now, those challenge accounts. And if you do lose that money, are you going to be okay? Like, it's not your rent money you're playing with, right? You should never be irresponsible because trading is about system, discipline, structure, right? You got to stick to it. It's not just a free playing game. And if you're being irresponsible and playing with your rent money or whatever money you really don't have extra, and you're hoping that you hit that home run and it pays off and everything's great, trading's not going to work like that. It may work one time, maybe two times, but for the rest of your life, it's not going to work that way. So you need a system, you need a plan, and you need to stick to it, even if you're losing, because with your data, your edge will play out even through the losses. So next is, what markets are you going to be trading as you focus on the stock market, penny stocks, options? Don't recommend for beginners. Or are you doing futures like me? Or I started in Forex. So figure out where you've been testing your data, whatever you've been testing, and if it's been working with your back testing and all that stuff, just stick with that for now. You can practice in other markets later in the road as you get more advanced and more disciplined in your trading, right? So the point of that is there's no wrong answer. It's whatever you've been testing, whatever you know, and whatever you're familiar with. There's a way to make money and make that profitable. So just stick with that. So if you've already been in stocks, just stay in stocks. If you've been doing futures, stay in futures. If you're in Forex, stay in Forex for now, right? You can switch later. But for now, we need to stick with one and just really dive in and learn it. So, like I said at the bottom, you could use a paper trading account and try other markets to see if there's an edge. I was doing paper trading and options for a while, and I went from 3,000 paper account up to 11,000 just to bring it back down to 5,000. So I already knew the volatility was going to be really high on options for me because I wasn't protecting my losses, right? And then when I put my $600 in, same thing happened. I wasn't protecting my losses, and well, my money started going down, 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 down because I thought, oh, if I just hold, it'll go up. Well, if you hold too long in options, there's a point where even if the price goes up, your option is not going to go up. So there's more factors in options. Don't recommend it for beginners, right? So sit with yourself this week and journal and just write like, what market have you been trading? What instrument? Is there certain stocks? Are you doing the S&P or the NASDAQ? Or are you doing Euro USD? Whatever you've been trading, journal about it. What do you like about it? What are some, characteristics? Like, is there certain time periods that it moves? Where have your most wins been in that market? At what time? What days? So start collecting all this data. Understand your game plan going forward. So when you're ready to actually start trading, you're ready the best you can be. Although I don't think anyone's fully ready when they first dive in, and you really just got to learn and just take the losses on the chin and keep pushing forward because that'll make you the better trader and the profitable trader in the long run. So figure that out. If you've already been trading live, maybe you need to take a break and reassess why you're not winning. What are you losing? And then again, how does what you're trading move? What times, what days, when are your losses? When are your wins? All that stuff. So take a break. We're about to start trading. Get yourself, your final thoughts together. Now we still have a couple weeks of this topic where we talk about, funded accounts, personal account, all that stuff. And then the rest of the year, we're going to start breaking down strategies and doing back testing live so you can see it play out and hear my thought process as I'm taking these trades so you can understand how trading is. If you want to trade, it needs to be a system and it can't be emotional. It just, they don't work. I try to do some emotional trading, and again, in the options, I tried holding on, and I could have protected half that account. I would have been at 300 still if I just knew when the option drops this low, I'm stopped out. Even if it goes up, we could re-enter, but take my loss and move on, right? So I'll see you all in the next week. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Click that thumbs up, and all of our links are down below if you want any of our discount codes, resources, journal sheets, all that stuff, or our free 5-day boot camp as well. Links down below. See you next week. Peace.